showing you my dress I fixed yesterday. This is what it looked like. I had 2 of them. This is what it looked like before. And this is the after. The only thing I did was I took these sides in 6 inches on each side, only down to here, because in here in these folds they have pockets, and I wanted to keep the pockets. It was a quick, this is the one with the stain on it, so, but anyway, so I still have pockets. They're not so easy to find now because they're kind of deep. And I have dogs. Did you say good morning? Good morning. There she is. They missed you yesterday while you were having your treatment. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Munchkin. Yeah, all right. So, that's the fashion show today. Hi. Good morning. You're cooking. Oh, there's my girls. Good. All right. There they are. Pearl isn't getting much showtime. No, she's not getting much face. Of course, she was the only one here yesterday. It is Wednesday. It is another beautiful morning. Well, we can't go anywhere, but at least it's nice to stay home because it's beautiful. So I did a thing yesterday. It's still a little, you know, I think maybe on the yellow one I'll take in the shoulders a little bit. I cut the sleeves a little too low on this. I had originally thought I might even cut down on the neckline or do something and then wear a tank top under it. I might have to do that with this because I did cut the sleeve a little low. My bra showed last night. But since it has strategically placed pockets, I don't have to wear a bra. Anyway, good morning. I'm Barbara. I don't hear our bird, so we shall see. The dogs just went in the house. They're like, okay, we got our cuddle. Out we go. So I was just, I don't know, I haven't been so content with my shorts. They're okay, but I got an urge to wear dresses, and then I thought, well, let me go see what I can do with that dress. This one has a big stain on it, which I thought I had gotten rid of when well, you can't see, when I washed it, but it's still there. So this is kind of a denim-y, washed denim-y looking kind of, there's our bird. Denim-y looking kind of thing. So I think I'm gonna get some bleach, work on that stain a little bit, and then bleach it around other places too, so it looks more deliberate. But yeah, I didn't used to wear dresses, but they weren't that comfortable, you know. I would have to wear some kind of knee-length undergarment to keep my thighs from being uncomfortable. And I don't need to do that anymore, so I can just throw on a dress. And since I don't garden or do anything useful, or that gets me that dirty, and I can always change. Anyway, I did a thing last night, and I also knit yesterday. So I worked on my front yesterday for a while, and then I did a sewing thing, so that feels good. And I did this with a light blue thread, so you can't see it, but I don't know that I have yellow thread to work on the other dress. And the other dress isn't exactly the same. I mean, it looks, the style is exactly the same, but it seems to have shoulder pads. I mean, these are old dresses. These are 25-year-old dresses at least. I have another dress I really like that I wore to my daughter's high school graduation. She'll be 41, her next birthday. So that's what? She was 17 when she graduated. Anyway, but I really like that dress. But it's also the same style, pier and then gathered. Not exactly super stylish now. And I don't know what I could do with it, but I'll just keep it, I guess. Suddenly I'm like the big sewer lady, like I'm gonna redesign all these clothes. But I'm really happy with my dress. And our bird's back. So I don't really have much news. Michelle did call me back, and then she's gonna have somebody out here to do our house in the next couple weeks, so that will be good. I'm glad she called me back. I didn't want to try to find somebody else. She was on vacation, she said. Which is good. I'm sure she needs vacation. I might be late with my vlog tomorrow. Tomorrow, Maisie there's been a rearrangement of schedule. She's getting her knee done tomorrow, and it would have been Friday, except that the groomer is not available Friday after all. She's available tomorrow. So Maisie's getting groomed and treated at the vet tomorrow, and I have to have her in by 9 o'clock. Now she is going to come back shaved because some of the clumps are so close to the skin. I mean, I have cut the, you know, like she has bare spots from where I cut. And I actually nicked her one time. Did I tell you that? I didn't realize it at the time. She didn't yell or anything, but later in one of her bare spots, I found a little scab, which made me very upset. And she used to not think twice about me picking those scissors up, and now she does. So I clearly nipped her a little bit when I was cutting one of her clumps out. And I feel terrible about that. So I have stopped doing that. And I hope it doesn't mean that she will give the groomer a hard time. She was a good girl at the groomers before, but that was before I started in on her. So to make her even, she's going to be practically shaved, which will be all right. So by the time winter comes, she will have grown out some, and maybe we will have gotten into the better habit of brushing her, and so next time it won't be so bad. I feel like a terrible owner. But I do have a happy dog. There she is. She's a happy dog. And she's running around like her laser treatments are helping her, and so she doesn't seem to be hesitating, so that's good. What do you have, pup? She ran out there with something in her mouth, but it looks like it's a tissue. Yesterday I couldn't find my fountain pen. I'm like, oh no. I found it later. Luckily the inner piece had not broken, so I didn't have more ink on my carpet. Just when I think we're past that point, we're not. What was it that I told Dennis? Oh, go ahead. She's not going to chew on that. Oh, the dog door. We have a replacement flap for the dog door because it's been eaten on the edges, because she would go halfway in and halfway. She'd just like come halfway in and then sit there and chew on the plastic flap, the dog door. So we have flies coming in and things like that, which Dennis is attributing to the flap in the dog door, you know, being not very secure. I think it is more likely that we have the door open a lot more lately because we're going in and out, and I'm carrying things and I don't close it behind me. I have to go back and close it and whatever. I sincerely believe that she is past the stage where she's going to chew on the dog door, but that doesn't mean she's not chewing on other things. And she still loves yarn. She's no foolish girl. She knows a good yarn is a good toy. Did I say that I knit on my sweater yesterday? I did. I knit on my sweater yesterday. And I will do that again today. Oh, it's so lovely out here. And the wind picked up earlier. Did you hear it? Hey, pup, what do you have over there? Is that a tissue? And last night we slept on our freshly dried outside sheets, and that was fun. So I started to tell you my vlog will be late tomorrow because I have to take Maisie early. I have to have her there by 9. And then I have to go over to the in-laws because they have an appointment for their car, which should have been inspected in June, and today's July 1st. Today's Jason and Allison's anniversary. I remembered. I'm the worst. They were over here for dinner on July 1st. 2 years ago. She was wearing her wedding dress, the dress she actually got married in, on July 1st. And I just said, oh, you're wearing your dress. I didn't even recognize it was their actual wedding anniversary. They got married at the mayor's office in Ohio, and Dennis and I went, and Christy came down from Iowa back when they got married in 2013, so it's 7 years. And we went with them to the mayor's office and took them out to dinner the night before and, celebrated with them. And then when they moved back to Pennsylvania, they threw a wedding party in December. So they have 2 anniversaries they celebrate. The day they got married, which is July 1st, and the day their families all celebrated with them, December. But Dennis and Christy and I were there for the day. But of course, I couldn't remember what the day was, and then, so anyway, it's today. But tomorrow, my mother-in-law's car is getting inspected, and so I need to go and drive with them so I can take her back home while they're working on her car. And then we'll go pick her up later and take her to her car. So I will be doing that first thing in the morning, which might make my vlog a little bit late tomorrow. And, but sometimes I'm that late. Anyway, so who knows? You might not even notice. Oh, I'm glad I remembered. July 1st. Turns out it's my cousin's anniversary today, too, but I'm sure she doesn't watch my vlog. Hi, Angela and Michael. Congratulations. Beautiful day. So I don't really have any news. I'm expecting to knit today unless I find a good book to read, and then I might read a good book. I might do both. I had actually gotten my tablet out, and if I was going to try to read a book and knit, because I am in a place on my sweater where it's no trouble to just sit and knit. I am still decreasing, start at the bottom, decreasing up to the waist. I have one more decrease to do, then I have to measure until I can start increasing again for the bust. But I'm doing them 2 at a time, and that's not going to be a problem. When I start shaping for the arms, I'm hoping that won't be trouble either. But if it turns out that it's too hard for me to focus on, is this the right or is this the left? Then I will take them off and do them 1 at a time after that. Shouldn't be any big deal. But meanwhile, I'm still doing them 2 at a time. And I could do the sleeves 2 at a time, assuming that I do the sleeves according to the pattern. But I took a class from Isabel Kramer at SSK the other year when I went about how to do a set-in sleeve. And it was how to calculate and do a set and sleeve after you've put the body together and you have an armhole, and now you knit a set and sleeve. So I could change it up and not knit the sleeves as separate pieces and then sew them in. I could just finish the sweater and then do a set and sleeve, and then I could try it on as I was going along and that kind of thing. But there's a part of me that wants to do the pattern the way it was written and try that, because the sleeves did not work well on my Washington Square, which is the only other sweater I've done in pieces like that. So I am interested in having a successful sleeve situation in a sweater made in pieces. I think I am. Maybe I don't care. But I've got a ways to go there. I'm not even to the waist yet, coming up from the front of my cardigan. And I need to find my button box and look at my button box and see if I have any buttons that I think will be good for this sweater. If I don't, then I'm going to have to be on the lookout for some buttons. And I'll want those before I start my button band. So I don't have my glasses on, but I think I've been talking for quite a while. So I'm starting to ramble. I see Dennis in the kitchen, so he's down and ready to start his day. And so I will say goodbye. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope everyone is feeling well. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane.